Hi Sajay. Sajay. Please message to other guys to join the class. Okay. Okay, Jagdish and Sajay, have you guys faced any issue? So I think Jagdish, you messaged me on WhatsApp.
Sir. No, sir.
Okay. Then someone else messaged me. Okay, a guy named Shekhar. Is there Shekhar in a group? Okay, I'm waiting for a few more minutes to join other, and then we will start. Okay.
Okay, sir.
okay till join to other guys. So I'm just telling you some amazing things. Let me just share the screen right now. So it's a little bit off topic, but I just want to share with you guys.
What
So
is it, sir?
what?
As you are showing that.
I'm not showing anything right now. I'm just start sharing my screen. Okay, if I just open any website, let's just say if I open GitHub or let's say any kind of other, let's say uh, Times India. So, so here is a website which has lots of blogs, right? So if I let's just open my inspect section, and if I just refresh the screen, let me just go into the network section. If I just refresh the screen, so you can see over here it requests a lot of uh, it requests a lot of things, and it just go like it never end. If I just looked at the number of requests, so you can see over here it has 291 92 requests still going on. Did you see, guys? Did you see here?
What
Let
was
me.
what were you requesting, sir?
So I'm just yeah, just come to on this topic, like how this is being executed. I mean, how this is all happened. So it's a little bit off topic because I want to till then join to other people. I just want to share something very interesting, that whenever you search anything or request anything from your browser, so your browser does one thing, that it sends a lot of requests to the server. Let's just say uh, if you can see here that here it is a log information, it also requests to the server. And if I just go a little bit upside, so you can see so many things like the css file you can see over here. So I just want to show you how the browser does work basically. So every time when you does some request, so it goes to the server, and it goes your request to the server to this network section. Remember, guys, in our very first lecture, I told you that browser is the most amazing part. Like it's totally evolutionary thing, that it has JavaScript engine, or you can say it has the Chrome V8 engine. So Chrome doesn't mean that it's only available in a Chrome browser. Even you can open any browser, Safari, or let's say Mozilla Firefox, or any kind of browser. It has a engine, and engine is a Chrome's V8 engine. So it provides a lot of functionality. Whenever you request something, so it brings it takes your request and it goes to the server point, and at the end point, so it started searching the information that you have requested. So this is the main thing that I want to show you. So if let's say if I just press on XHR request, so it is showing the XHR requests. So do you know what is XHR request, fetch or XHR request? Can any one of you tell me? Okay, let me tell you. So fetch or XHR means it is asynchronous requests. Okay. So if you a little bit deep study about the JavaScript, so I'm damn sure that you guys already heard about uh, the term with Ajax, right? The Ajax JavaScript. Do you guys heard before it? Okay, XHR or fetch request means
Actually,
it. Huh,
actually,
huh. Sajay, please.
uh, myself Ajax, whether it is a topic or yes, we have heard Ajax, we have some topic we should Ajax, but deep down we don't know.
Okay, I'm not hear you properly, but actually, it is a you can say it is a part of syllabus. If you are asking about it is it totally off topic or not, then my answer is it is totally your topic. It is off topic of the thing that I am going to show you, like to building the mini project. But the thing is, it is very important to know you to know about this thing, cause maybe in your interview anyone ask you like your interviewer may ask you this questions: what is the XHR request and how does browser do their work? Okay, so let's. I think it's too much time we are giving on this thing. So let's just start on our main uh, our main topic. We are building the mini project. So let me just go to the white. I already told about the white. It provides a hot reloading module, and it just started your uh, project in a very easy way. I mean, in a very okay, white dev. So I already opened my uh, I already my open my folder where I have to build this project. Let me just paste this thing front end. I'm go with the React. Let's say JavaScript. So you guys already watched my previous videos, Karan. Karan, are you here? Okay, let's just check this. So let's just check this on localhost. Yeah, now we generated our boilerplate code. So one more time I have to stop the server and let's just go to the So first of all, it has so many things. So let me just quickly minimize all these things. And let's say for testing purpose, I'm writing hello world. And we don't even need these things. So let me just remove this and uh, come on to the app.css file. Even we don't need this too. So let's just remove this and come on to these index.css. So it has some inbuilt, I mean pre-built some CSS things. So let's just quickly remove all these things too. So let's just save this and go on to our browser where, yeah, here you can see the hello world, and but still I don't need the some CSS. So I need to do app.css. Come to the and app.jsx. Okay, remove this thing too. Okay,
So are we doing a project?
yeah, this is a mini project.
Okay. What is the project's name?
The project name is to CRUD application. So this time we are doing this not with the help of the database. This time we are going to do this thing with just simple JSON objects. But the next time when we are getting know about the database thing, so we will do with MongoDB.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the issue that we are getting. So here is the CSS that place item center. Because of this, our hello world is in the mid of the uh, this window. So let me just quickly remove the this CSS thing. Now everything is good right now. Yeah, our application work properly. So let's just quickly install the bootstrap thing. So here is the bootstrap website, or you can just simply write on your browser react bootstrap, and the first link is from the official website of react bootstrap. So in order to install react bootstrap, we have to copy this thing and paste inside our web browser, I mean inside our VS Code. So let me just open the terminal and if I commit the package.json, so we have React Bootstrap here, right? So the benefits of using Bootstrap is that we have some already built in some modules, and we can use those modules, or you can say the components inside our web application, and we don't need to take tension of the uh, apply all these CSS things and uh, like this. And so let me just show you one thing. If I need to make a navigation bar, so let me just come at the nav bar here, and here is already built the already ready-made built in the navigation bar over here. So this time we are going to choose this navigation bar, and you can see here we already have the three kind of navigation bar. The first one is the black, and the blue one, and the white one. So I love to use the black one because dark theme looks a little bit good. So let me just, so the first one navigation bar codes is from here to here, and the second one is from here to here, and like the same way the third one is in the below the this code. So let me just copy this piece of code and come on to the our VS Code, and now let's just quickly make a folder named as components. So the first thing we are going to start with the navigation bar. So let's just nav bars.js. Okay, I just forget to write JSX because we are using white, and uh, in the white tool we have to write JSX instead of JS. So let's just quickly make the components React arrow component, and let me just paste this thing over here. So I think I forget to copy something. I need to copy this thing too, but I forgot. Let's just copy this thing one more time. Okay, let me just, yeah, this is correct now. But we already write this code like navbar and brand, these all these things, but we don't extract all these things like the navigation bar and all these things. So also we have to import all these things, right? So we need to copy this thing too and come into our VS Code, and we have to paste over here. And one more thing, in order to use the Bootstrap, we have to copy the Bootstrap CSS file. So one more time, we have to go inside of the getting started section, and here we will we can see that we have a CSS, imported CSS, and we can import like this way. So let's just copy this thing too and come on to our browser, and we have to paste inside our app.js file, because this is the entry file of the our web application. So we have to paste over here, right? So let's just take a look how our applications look like. Okay, I need to. Okay, to. I forget to including this component in our app.jsx file. So in order to include our component, we need to first of all import the component in our main file. Let's just say in our case nav bars. So it comes from the component and nav bars. So in order to show this thing inside our web browser, we have to do something like this way, navbars, and then we have to give a closing tag. Let's save this, and now let's look at our application, how our application look like. It's not like good, but let's check this. What is the issue? So I just want to inform you one thing, that I am simultaneously open two tabs. I mean the two Visual Studio codes. The first one is from the backend code that we are already made this application. This is the backend application where we listed some of our products, right? I hope that you already watched this video where I taught how to make application in backend, or you can say this is a API, right? So this is a API thing which we are already seeing in our previous class, and right now we are focusing to build our front end, right? So let's just see what happened over here. Right, we have uh, opened the, let's just go into the navigation bar section, and uh, so we can see here the navigation bar is only the half, but we need the full navigation bar. So let me just check one more time uh, in a component section in nav bars. So we we miss something. So let me just check the code of, okay, we have a variant talk, and then so in this case we can one more time check our inspect section. So let's just see what happened. Okay, we have a flags inside our application. You can see here it shows flags thing, right? So we need to remove the flags CSS part inside our application. Are you able to understood till here? Let's come into the index.css, and we have to remove the, yeah, here this things makes problem for us. So let's remove this and save this application, and now let's come into the our application. So we can see here in a very quick time we have a very cool navigation bar, right? And we need three pages: home, about us, and a product list. So for this thing we can have we have to make some pages first. So let's make one folder and name it as pages. Inside pages I'm going to make home, home.jsx, and let's RAFCE. Let's write here home page, and the second one we are going to build is about dot .jsx. So let's say RAFCE about page. Same like this thing, we are going to make product product.jsx, right? And here we can have inside h1 tag product list. Let's just save this thing. Hello, hello. So Karan, Jagdish, and Hari Krishnan. So do you guys have any issue till here? Karan?
No, sir. No
I
issue.
just I'm just observing. No, as we
Okay,
have done this, so
okay,
I don't.
okay,
Just show me that to how to link that CSS as if I'm getting that problem in my projects.
okay. So you have problem to link the CSS thing.
Yeah, link the CSS thing. As if me and Jagdish were doing yesterday, but it was not happening.
Okay. So whatever you like, if I come to here and here we have the hello world thing, right? So if we have to change something or doing to, let's say we have to change the color of the text, so we have to first to go our the root css file, which is app.css. Here we can add file. So our class name of our component is app. So let's just say color, and if I let's say color is blue something. If I save this and come to our the browser, so text will be changed. Here the text is blue, right? So I don't think you guys have any issue with this kind of stuff, cause it is very simple.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now again come to our main file. So let's just remove this thing first. And in order to route our these pages, we should have a React Router DOM package. Cause in React we don't have already inbuilt routing things, so we should have to install the React Router DOM package. So for that, again, let me just make a little bit larger, and npm I react router router DOM, right? I think this class will be your front end, all of your front end concept reimburse class, cause in this class we are basically talking about the UI part. So it will be a reimburse concepts of this class. We just don't know what it is. Close this thing. Okay. So in order to use the React Router DOM in our application, first of all, we have to import this, right? So we have to import it like this. Import. Uh, First of all, we need browser router, and then we should have routes, this thing, and the next thing we want route. I hope you are already familiar with all these things. So in order to route throughout our application, we need to write browser router, or you can say we have to wrap all the codes inside the browser router in our main file. So we have to write again. It is not giving the browser router, right? And now let's cut this thing and paste it here. But we again make a mistake. We have to wrap this inside our div, right? And now quickly we are going to make our routes. So for this, first of all, we need to make our routes, and inside routes we have to tell our React application where our route will be go. So route, and inside route we first of all we have to give the path, right? Path. And I want to our first part will go at home, and the next thing we have to write the element, right? But till now we don't include the element thing. So first of all we need to import all the element that I want to show inside our browser. For that reason, so let's just quickly import all the elements. Let's say home. uh, Here it is not giving the suggestion. Import home from a directory back. We have page, and inside page we have home. And similarly we can do oh, about, and it suggested me automatically. Import product. So inside element we have to give the component, right? So same thing, I'm just going to copy paste it. So let's just quickly paste this thing, and let's change the path and component section, or you can say element section. So here we have to write product, right? And inside this we should have product. Let's just save this, but it will not work because we should have a link to these routes. We are already make the routes of the home, about, and product components, but we don't still make the link of all those. So first of all, let's just go into the um, navigation bar section. So navigation bar we can get from component folder, and we have to again link all the routes. So for this, first of all we have to extract the link from the browse React router DOM. Okay, so here we can, so here let's just remove all these things. Okay, let's just remove these things and quickly make links. Okay, so let's say home, and I want this section goes in home, and the for a quick, for doing it quick, we I'm just copying this thing, and let's just paste this thing and make it as about section. And the next one I want to make as a product, right? Product. So let's just quickly make the links of all these, right? Let's just save this and come on to our browser, and let's just see. So here it is, the same hello world. If I clicked at home button, you can see here home page. If I clicked on about section, you can get here the about page and the product page. I know that you are still maybe a little bit confused, so how hello world is still appearing. uh, our pages got changed, but how all these how the hello world is still remain same in a same place. So let's just come into our Visual Studio Code and come on to the app.jsx section. I already wrote here the in h1 tag, so let's just remove this and save this thing, and now it will navigate easily, right? So let's just open the inspect section first. Okay, so all these things are not seems very cool. So first of all, we need to some add some CSS thing, right? So let's just come into our Visual Studio Code, and I'm just I have to select all these three paths, and I'm going to select with Control Alt and down arrow key. Okay, let me just do it one more time, and I'm going to give it a class name, and name will be as a nav link. Let's just save this thing. Okay, huh, yeah, it is all good. Let's just save this thing, and don't know why it is. Okay, okay, I have to write the link, I think. Okay, I'm doing a mistake, which is I have to go first of all app.jsx. Okay, I don't have to give the class name over here. Let's just remove these things. Why I'm just telling you why. So let me do the same thing again. We don't have to make things in here in our main, in our root folder. We don't have to write the make css in this file. We have to make some css inside the navigation bar folder, right? So here we have to write the our class. Here we can make class name as navlink, or you can simply say link. Let's just keep it a short name as link. And now we have to uh, we in order to implement some CSS thing, we have to include the CSS file inside our navbars.jsx file. So let's just write navbar and then dot, and let's say if I give the double dot, so we have pages, and then yeah, now we can use the app.css, right? So let's come on to the our app.css file and triggered all these things with its class name as described here as a link. So we have to come here and triggered it by its class name, which is link, and now we can do it like, cause let's just see one more time. So we have the a bar line below all these components, the home, about, and a product, and it is a very uh, so and it is a in a very small space. So we don't want some styles like this way. So first of all, we need to do something like text decoration, and I don't want any kind of decoration, and let's say I want to make more margin, or no, I don't need margin. I need padding, cause padding is always from the from its inside, and margin is always from the outside. Okay, so this thing please keep in mind. It is a little bit confusing point. So let's just quickly write padding, right? Let's say 15 px, or I just want 10 px. Let's just save this and quickly say this thing. So yeah, it is a little bit good. um okay, I also want one more thing, which is I want text color white. So let's just quickly save this and let's head into the browser. Yeah, it's now something better. So if I, but still I'm not very happy with the styling things. So let me just check one more time the inspect section, and come into here the link section, and let's just, if I make it as a 13, yeah, now it is too much. I think this is okay. This is okay, right? So make this thing as a 35 pixel. Let's just save this, and now if I check, now it has some good condition right now. So now our routing is done. So let's just quickly do one more thing, and that is we have to come here, and inside the component section we have a list. We should have a list bar or listing things. Yeah, we have a list group. So in a list group I want to show some data. So for that kind of thing, so we have this list group, and I want, I just want this one. So for add these, I mean, in order to add some uh, some list we have to include all the things in our inside our VS Code file. So first of all, I have to copy all these things. So let's just copy the whole thing right now. Okay, right now copy all these things. I'm going to copy and come inside our product page. So we don't want this. So let's just remove this and paste it over here, and let's just come again here. So we have to import the list group. So we have to add this thing. So let's just copy this and come into our browser, and now we have to paste here. Let's just save this. Now come to our browser. Let's see. Here you can see inside our product section we have some cool uh, the list bar. So now, but this list bar is too much large, right? So we have the utility function inside our bootstrap. So we can give the name of this as a container. If I apply class name as a container, so it will make it a little bit precise. So let's just look at again. Yeah, it is now a little bit small, right? But we again don't want it will the list thing stick with the navigation bar. We don't want, right? So for this kind of thing we have a again a utility class as a empty4. So empty4 means what? Margin top 4. We want a margin from the top as a scale of 4. So let's just save this and come on to the browser again. Yeah, it is a nice thing, right? But we don't want all these things, right? It is a hard coded value. So let's just remove all these things and just let's keep it only one thing. So till here to here we don't want. Let's just save this and come into browser again. Yeah, now right, it is good. And uh, till here everything is okay. But the thing is we have already a backend application. That is the thing that I already told you, that we have a we have the two application and it is open simultaneously. If I looked at here, so this is our backend application, right? If you guys remember all these things, that we made a product data section and we make all these things here, and we also create a product APIs. So APIs means what? You are serving some data and it is a form of JSON data, right? So this is the thing here, and I want all these things, I mean whatever we have done so far, so we can connect our backend application to the front end, right? So I already started my application, backend application. Okay, I think I am not started my backend application. So let's just quickly started my backend application right now, cause right now we need our backend application. So in order to connect our backend to our front end, right? We have to we have to start our backend application. So let's just say npm run dev. Okay. And now our backend application is started on port number 4000. So for a while, let's just check our port number 4000. So our 4000 port number is already open, and if I come on this route, the product route, so you can see here we have a this time we have a two products, right? And product and these products has a ID and a name and its price. So our first product is Chrome, and the second product is Firefox, and its price is already mentioned here. So let's create few more items in our bucket list, or you can say in our product list. So for this we have this product data .js file. So let's just quickly copy this thing and do some changes. And we need one more, and this time let's say Firefox. uh, let's say this time I'm writing it here Safari, and its price is $150. And let's say another one is Kali Linux, and its price is, let's say, $99. Okay, let's just save this. And till here, still we are not familiar with the MongoDB database. So for that reason, I'm doing this thing for I'm just trying to mimic the database, right? So inside our database, we should have a ID, uh, we should have a unique ID and a name of product and a price, right? So we do this thing here, like this way, and I'm exporting this product. And if I looked at inside our server, inside our product.js file, so I am requiring the products thing, the same thing that I am doing here, that I am exporting from here. I am importing here it like this way. Sorry, we have to come this, right? We are importing like this way, or you can, if you are writing code inside the backend application, uh, so here we don't have imports kind of thing. So we have to require all the things like this syntax. We have to require like this way. So we requiring the things here, and uh, we place the whole objects here like this way, right? And now let's make it a little bit bigger, and come to our front end project now again. And in order to show these things, these let's just refresh this thing. In order to show all of our products, so we have to do something in our front end. That's why it will show us. So let's just come to our VS Code again. And at this time we need only these two files. Yeah, we can put the all these three files here. And for showing our product, we can do one thing. Okay, one more interesting thing I just forget to tell you guys. uh, we have some core kind of core kind of, you can say, the npm packages. If I open this code npm, so do you know what is the course? Can anyone guys tell me what is course?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will tell you. Just bear with me two to three more minutes. So I will tell you what it is and how it is useful for us. So let's just come into our the front end application, and first of all, we need use state in order to define the states, and we also need use effect, right? So in order to fetch our asynchronous product or asynchronous API, we have to use the use effect. So could you guys tell me, any one of you, that why we always used to call API inside the use effect? I hope you are already knowing all these things in your front end courses. Karan,
Any change in the component will re-render it.
sorry, could you tell me one more time?
So if any change in that component, it will re-render itself, use effect.
No, no, you are a little bit good, but if if I don't want render our component again and again, so then what we have to do, Sajay?
I can't get you properly. But use effect will render the screen if anything, if if
No,
if it
I am
changes.
I am saying, if let's say I don't want to render our components. Okay, so let's say we have a three components, and I don't want that all three component will render every time. So what will I do?
Is in use effect, if you give any particular components,
Huh.
any particular component, it will re-render only that particular component. So the rest of the component will not get rendered. I mean, rest of the component will not get re-rendered.
Okay, so let's just say, so what happen if I use like this way, use effect, and I just give a callback and doing this. So is it the correct syntax if I'm going to use this? So will it be render our component?
No, sir, we need to give command.
Come on, dependency.
Command.
Okay, if I am not using it, so will it be affect our application? So it will not give the output.
Yes, sir, it will not render because it needs a dependency to re-render. We are
Okay.
not giving any dependency,
Okay, so our component will render, right? Okay.
so it will not render. No,
Oh,
no.
okay, okay, understood. Okay, thank you, Sajay. Your answer is totally correct. So yeah, Sajay is totally correct. If we are not going to use like any dependency, so our application will, like, it will not throw any error, but the thing is it will render uh, every time if it has any kind of changes. Let's say if you just change some props, if you are going to change some props, or if you update the states, so it will rendered every time. But the moment if you pass the empty dependency, so it will not going to render your application, right? So let's say if you have a three kind of dependency, let's say if you have a three components, let's say call, uh, I don't use the call, but let's say I we have a three component, let's say call, call, let's keep it any name, let's call val and sell. So if you don't want to if you want that only one particular kind of component will go to run, I mean go to rendered. So that time, let's say if you want that the call component should render and the rest you don't want to render, so in that case you have to write call inside this dependency, right? So it will make it will make call rendered every time whenever you pass any props or you make changes any in inside your state. So uh, it will rendered out every time, but the rest will not going to render, right? So okay, this is not the front end class, but I just want to make you a little bit more knowledge in React. So let's just remove all these things and let's say I want to fetch the product. So let's write a component. Let's make a function for that. So let's say fetch products, right? So for this, we need to make a fetch function too, right? So in order to do this, we can do this like this way. I just, I'm just fan of, uh, I'm really fan of like the JavaScript arrow functions. That's why I'm always using the arrow function. But uh, I hope that you all guys are understood all these ES6 syntaxes, right? So let's say in order to fetch the product, we have a inbuilt API in JavaScript which name is fetch. So you guys already know what is the fetch API is. Hello, please respond me guys. Are you already familiar with the fetch API? Jagdish, your voice is breaking. You can type a message on chat board. Okay, okay. I'm assuming that you guys already know all these things. If you don't know, so I don't have any issue to tell it or explain it one more time. That's why I'm asking. So, huh? Okay, okay, Jagdish, you know. Okay, good. So fetch API is uh, used to do a asynchronous call, but other than the fetch API, we also have Axios npm package inside. So we can use the npm package of Axios too. If I let's just come on to the browser and type the Axios npm, so you can get here the Axios package. And the benefit of using Axios package is that you will easily fetch all the asynchronous call. And in order to use the Axios package, you just have to copy this thing and paste it inside your browser. I mean inside your command line palette in VS Code. Okay. So now this time I'm going with the fetch API. So inside our fetch API, we have to give the we have to give the link where uh, our API is built upon. So let's just open the VS Code of the backend application. And if I come at the product.js, so we have a path of products. So let's just head into the web browser and let's open this thing. So from here we can copy this path. Okay, the localhost 4000 slash product. So let's just come into our again the front end project and paste it over here. But before further proceeding, I just want to make sure one thing. You should have a knowledge of codes. So what is basically codes? So for our development purpose, we have running a port number 3000 and a 4000. If we just looked at our React application, uh, where is our React application? Oh, here. So here we have a port running on a 5173. This is our port number, right? Localhost 5137, sorry, 73. But we are trying to fetching the uh, the backend application inside our React code in port number 4000. Let's see here. We are trying to connect with this application, right? This backend application, and backend application running on port number 4000. So for our front-end application, it is a very much complicated thing to get connect on port number 4000, right? It will be very complicated, right? Let's say if you are living in your hometown and your job is, let's say, your job is in let's say your job in Bombay city. Okay, you are live in the Hyderabad and you have to work on in Bombay city. So it's a huge trouble for you, right? To come into a new city and then go and search home for living, and then you have to go work from your rented house to the workplace. So it is a very complicated thing, right? So same as for our front end project, our front end project is already running on a different port, but we are still trying to fetch our backend application, or you can say your API. You want to fetch your API for port number 4000. So this is a very complicated thing, and to resolve this kind of issue we have a course, right? So course is a package, so which resolve our this issue that uh, it will have no kind of hindrance to running a different port number on your front end project. So if I just simply type course npm, so you can see here we have a course package, and we can simply install to click over here, right? And I already installed this package inside our backend application. If I checked our package.json file, so you can see over here that I already installed the core course version of 2.8.5, right? And how to use this? You don't have to do any complicated thing. If you just come onto the index.js, you just can simply use it by requiring it like this way: const course, and then you have to require the course. And after this, what you have to do? You just have to implement a middleware app.use, and inside the app.use you have to write a course, right? Okay, let me just do it one more time so you can understand it better. So let me just copy this thing and remove all these things again. You just need to write the core method like this way, and then you have to give uh curly braces, and inside the curly braces you have to write the local host where your local host is running on. So in our case, our front end is running on port number 5173, I think. So let me just check it one more time if I'm not wrong. So let's just go in a huh. Yeah, I'm correct. Port number 5173, right? So this will do what? Okay, I have to go in a backend application. Yeah. So I am telling our backend application is that our origin where we need to go and fall off is port number 5173, right? And now browser is all happy. If we are doing this thing, browser will all happy. So they will don't give you any error, right? So now let's just come into our front end application, and
Hello.
here, huh?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, can you open that backend application, sir?
Yeah, sure.
The backend.
Huh.
Sir, in middleware, inside middleware folder, you have written app.json. So can you open that, sir?
So actually we are building on, yeah, till now we are, this is our customized middleware, okay? So till now we are not going to use this thing. I already show what is API key and how to like uh, how I make this customized middleware. So I already show this in previous class, but in this application we don't need the middleware. It is inside our application because I already show you guys, right? So till now, right, in this application where I have to make this mini application, we don't need this middleware. This customized middleware we don't need.
Okay. In front end folder, what was?
Sorry,
In front end folder.
and
In front end folder.
in front end folder. Okay.
Yeah. No, no, no. In this backend itself, you have written on front end folder.
Okay, okay, okay. This front end. Okay, okay. I got it. So I just mistakenly make another front end folder. Yeah, it is a front end folder, but I mistakenly make this folder. So I just leave that thing. We don't need this. If you want to delete this thing, so you can delete it. So it has no any issue.
Uh, what is my
Okay.
doubt here is, can we create this front end folder in this back end itself, and we can connect it and make the application run, so whether it is possible?
Why it is not possible? It is totally possible. Actually, we have to run this thing. Like I am opening my two terminal. Okay, the first terminal is running for the backend application code. Okay, and our front end app and the our next terminal is running for the front end application.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can
And
we?
that makes, and when you running the two things simultaneously, when you run your backend application as well as your front-end application simultaneously, and you joined your application through the codes, the thing that I just explained over here. I just explained. You implement the codes like this way, so your application going to connect, right? Okay, let me just show you. Just bear with me 3 more minutes, so you will see this in a second. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So now let's just continue our thing. So fetch, when we are using fetch, we have a then function. Inside then function, let's say our responses come in a form of res, and we want res.json. So it makes our responses in a JSON form, and then I just want again a then function to resolve the promises. So let's say inside this the data is coming, and if I just simply console.log this thing and writing like this, now let's just save this and check browser inside our browser. Let's see if I refresh the screen and open the console. Here we received objects, right? You guys can see over here we have a objects, right? If I open this, so we have a project, we have products, and same thing we can get over here. We have Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Kali Linux. Means what? We are successfully able to fetch our API. I I'm damn sure that you guys are already heard this term API. So API means what? Whatever we create inside our backend thing. So this is all our API, right? So our data is not going to be hard coded. It will be uh, it will be a dynamic data. So let me just implement this thing and show you guys. So for this thing, we need to come on to the front end product. I mean front end project, and let's just quickly make a state. And let's say our state will be product products, and let's say set products, and we want to use the use state. Okay. And let's say that let's say yeah, we want this set products, we want to get updated from here. Let me just do this thing. We want set products here, and in order to show the products, we can do one thing, that we we need to cut this thing. Okay, so let's just cut this thing, and here we can do to we can make a pair of curly braces, and right now we can do product and let's say map. Okay, product and map, and in order to fetch all the products, we can do like this way. Let's say item, and here uh, we can do something like this and paste it whatever we cut it down, right? And in order to show our products, we can do something like okay, item will not make more sense. Let's say product will make more sense. I think if I do product, so this will make more sense. I think because we are doing product thing. We are going to fetch the product, right? So product, and inside product, what we do have. Okay, inside the product we have a name, right? If I looked at our product, like let's say product details, inside the product details we have a name, right? Name. So we want to show the name. So for this kind of thing, we can do something like product dot name and do what? Okay, let me just show you one interesting thing. If I save this and head into our browser and refresh this thing, so it is not showing anything. Let me just inspect this, come into the console. So it will give so many errors. And here you can see very interesting thing. And I just want to make sure guys that please focus on uh, this particular error, right? This error is very obvious, and it comes so many times whenever you go to develop something inside your React application. And very amazing part is that it says that cannot read the property of map. In fact, map is a inbuilt function of JavaScript. Then why it is saying so? Because it happens sometimes, and you can resolve this error by using a simply you have to write your state name, in our case products, and you have to give the and sign. Okay, you have to give the and sign. And if you the moment you click on save button, now let's come into our browser and refresh the screen. Products.map is not a function. So okay. Um, JSX and render with hook map is not a function means. Okay, let's just check this thing one more time. What happened? Um, product products dot name. Okay, let's just check one more time.
Actually, you need to return the item first.
Sorry, what you're saying?
Inside map function, we need to return the items. I don't know if you understand.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I just forgot to return the all these things. So let me just quickly uh, do it return. Okay, where I put all these things here. and it is so many brackets, I think. Yeah, this is the thing, and we need to do something like this, and here we have to say okay. Again we need to okay, let me just cut this piece of code cause this makes I mean this is so messy that yeah, now I have to write the return statement, and now we can paste the whole thing. Let me just save this, and now let's get back into our browser and check. Again, product.map is not a function, so let's check why this giving the error. Products.map. I returned the value of this, but it still got the error. So product.map is not a function. So if I do this,
Can we
okay.
print and see the products in console? Whether we are setting it properly or not?
Sorry.
Can we print the products in the console? Sir?
Yeah, we are already printed the products. Okay. Again, let's say again do this. If we can look at here, so
No, sir,
we
it
have
says
this.
set products.
Huh. Okay, products. Okay, okay. Products. Now let's just check this. Right. Products.
For food
Okay,
production data.
okay. Let's just make this thing as a products by we will not get confused because of this product, and now we have to write over here as a product where it is. Yes. And now if I save this thing, and now let's see, is it still give any error? No. Okay, Now we have to basically set the product over here, uh, where we are setting the product. Yeah, in instead of console log, let's set the product, right? If I save this, now let's just see. If I refresh the screen, again it is give the product dot map is not a function. A problem is not there. Problem is in product dot map is not a function. The moment I write the set products, it gives us the error. Okay, let me just do a little bit more correction. See the screen. This is not a function. Okay. Okay, I think it's been so much of time. Like it's already 8:39. So I can say we will see from here in tomorrow session. Okay. So in tomorrow session, our project will be completed. So we are till half done all the project. So in tomorrow's session, we will see how to create a post request where we make a post API, and then we will see the delete API and the patch API. Okay, put or you can say patch API, and that's it in this application. So we basically are making a CRUD application. So I definitely know that you guys already know the term CRUD. So we are going to make in this kind of application to create, read, and update and delete kind of things, right? So we will see in tomorrow class, and in tomorrow class we will finish this mini project, and we will head into the our next topic, which is database. Okay, and after that we again have a big application, like a big project, uh, I mean, two more big project. In that two more big project, we will see to making an e-commerce website where we are getting to know how to make APIs for the backend for a e-commerce website, and you will also get to know how to make dashboard and all those things. So I would say, okay, so this is some kind of issue that we are facing in, it's every time it is saying that uh, product.map is not a function. So I will check what is the issue in this application. Okay, so till then, please keep practicing and keep doing all these things. Okay, thank you guys, thank you, bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.